Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'll be talking about the tropics again, but we'll be talking about the Atlantic, the Eastern Pacific, and the Western Pacific. So, right, for the Eastern Pacific, no, for the Atlantic, right, guys, you've got two systems. Well, we got one coming off the coast of Africa, which is given it 20% chance, as I already covered yesterday, and um, honestly, models are saying that this one's gonna form, but I'm not quite sure it will form yet. And then obviously, tropical wave invest 91L isn't gonna form really, to be honest, because it's in cooler waters now anyway. Plus, it's limited shower and thunderstorm activity. So yeah, right. Right, Hilda and Ignacio. Ignacio is a remnant low right now. Not really doing that much. I'm dissipating in the next advisory. Moving east-southeast. Right. And Tropical Storm Hilda is now 45 miles an hour. So it's barely hanging on to Tropical Storm. Barely hanging on to Tropical Storm intensity actually. This is as of 2 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Obviously, it's 2 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which is about 10:48 UK time. So, oh yeah, guys, if you like detailed weather breakdowns, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. You know, almost on 30 subscribers. If you guys can get it up to 30 subscribers, I might upload another animation as a 30 subscriber special. So yeah. Disturbance number 1 in the Eastern Pacific. Shower activity has increased near the low pressure system associated with the remnants of Tropical Depression 9E. This might become Tropical Depression 9E again, but I don't think it will be called 9E. I think it will be called 11E. And the next name on the list is Gemini or something. I don't know. Don't really know the Eastern Pacific names. I only know the Atlantic names. But yeah, as you can see, that's Hilda there. This is here. And obviously Hilda looks dead as hell. So does Ignacio and um tropical remnants of tropical depression 9E is actually looking quite better. But then in the JTWC, yeah, they update their thingies back online again. Their website's back online again. So loop loop Lupit is a tropical storm, and you got tropical depression for 14W. Right, 14W. That's meant to become a Category 2 typhoon when making landfall near Japan. I'll show the models, but 99W won't form. It does have a center circulation, but it's just absorbing 97W, I think it was, or 98W, I don't know, one of those two. But yeah, I'll show you the cone for tropical depression 14. Right, this is the cone for tropical depression 14. Right, it's now depression, which is okay. But next advisory is meant to make landfall on Kadkia, or whatever it's called, and then Omshia and Oshima, and make landfall south of Tokyo, and really start. By the time it makes landfall in Tokyo, it will really start racing up towards the north. So I'm not predicting that this will be a Category 2. If this is going to become a typhoon, it's probably going to become a weak Category 1 at least. That. So, so it's about 25 knots now, so it should get to 30 knots in the next advisory, and then 35 knots later on. That's at the 5th when it forms. That's on the 6th even. So, and obviously I'll show you Tropical Storm Lupit right now. The Tropical Storm Lupit, yes, it's 35 knots. It stays at that intensity actually. It stays at 40 miles an hour. Example, I think it's south of near Hong Kong, but I don't know where that place is in China. And obviously goes over China, but then the cone did have it reforming back in the East China Sea, but I don't think that will happen, to be honest with you. You know, models could change. So let's have a look at forecast models. So we need to go on tropical tidbits. Tropical tidbits. Right, tropical tidbits. Yes, I have downloaded it on my phone. So tropical tidbits. Let's have a look at forecast models. The La Nina profile is dipping down. We'll show you. See this cooler anomaly water in the Eastern Pacific. That means we'll be dipping it back into a La Nina. See, it's a dark blue, and that means it's going to be going back into a La Nina very soon. It is leveling off a bit, but you know, with that cool neutral right now, I'm not saying we would, but we could get to La Nina back again. I'm not saying we will, but we could get back to a La Nina. But most of the Gulf of Mexico is mostly above average, where 99 W is right now. That's not really as active. It's not really it's in cooler sea surface temperatures, so is tropical depression 4W, but tropical storm Lupit is actually in warmer waters. The ocean heat content there is astonishing. So North Atlantic is I guess warming up. The Gulf of Mexico's got 30 degrees Celsius waters, which is bathwater right now. Bathwater. Obviously, the whole of the Arctic's actually running quite above average, actually, for this time of year, actually. The MDR, north of the MDR is cool. That is okay for the beginning of August. But, 26, 27 degrees near the Cabo Verde Islands. Storm could still form there, like Fred formed last year there. You've seen some 30 degrees coming into the into the West Caribbean. You got 29s, 28s, 27s, and 26 is in the Southern Caribbean. Still doesn't mean you're going to get Cat 5 high. You guys probably saying, we're not going to get a Category 5 this season. We could do, we might not, but yeah. Most of the sea surface temperatures up here are running above average. If we look back about May, I think what Bermuda is, it had 25 to 24, maybe 23 degrees Celsius water to it. Now it's got 27 to 28 degrees, maybe touching 29 at the most. So yeah, let's have a look at the forecast models. anyway, because I'm going to keep you guys bored. I don't want to keep you guys bored. So, forecast models, there is a system of the US, of the South Carolina coast. Don't think they're going to mark it, but it does look like it's going to develop. But that next wave that comes off the coast of Africa, which is here, that's going to, obviously that's going to get 1012 millibars, but this is this wave here that's going to move into the Caribbean. This wave here is going to move up towards, this is Invest 91L now, which isn't going to form, but the next wave that comes off might become Grace, as you can see. Does actually develop into a tropical storm. 1008 millibars. Obviously the high press system is very strong, and yeah, it's 1009, so could be seeing a tropical depression out there, or maybe even a tropical storm. But worst case scenario, if this travels into the Caribbean and becomes a monster of a storm, which most models are saying that we could do that. But yeah, anyway, I'll show you some satellite imagery of Hilda. I don't know why they still got Ignacio as a tropical depression, to be honest. This is Hilda, and to be honest, Hilda does not look that good. With a look, Hilda does not look that good. Look, latest frames, it's blowing up a bit more convection, but it's struggling with wind shear. Cold at sea surface temperatures, dry air. So yeah, remnants of 9E though is actually looking a bit disorganized today, but yesterday it was looking alright. But you know that it should get itself back together. But I don't think this will form. It's because it doesn't really look like a tropical system. You got the LLC, which is the low level center circulation, which that's still apparent, but yeah. But anyway. So yeah, anyway. That's satellite imagery, so I'm not gonna bother showing you other impacts. But yeah, this is for Tropical Storm Hilda, as you can see. They did go in, they found for 97W, it's 20 knots, which is 998 millibars for some odd reason. 13W, this is Tropical Storm 13, which has been named by thingy. And obviously Force 13 is given it the name as well. I think it's been named. Looks like a tropical system, but most of the models want it weak, which is 991 millibars. To be honest, most of the models are saying yeah, that is the case. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to go in sub 930 millibars. It's got to do some really fast rapid intensification before it does that. So yeah. Anyway guys, if you like detailed weather breakdowns, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Nice to see you all in the next video. Peace and have a great day.